not to die. Plasma grenades acquired.
Grenade was a hit.
Enemy halfway to victory.
Over there.
Power items on the way. Power items available. Overshield obtained.
Did some damage.
Team nearing victory.
They're close.
Overshield available.
Tag one. Down there. Enemy Spartans are
That's one reliable weapon.
Another one down. Taking damage. Over there. Hostiles in sight.
5 minutes remaining.
Tossing an aid.
Defeat.
Go to every computer in your house, your mom's, your dad's, your sister, your brother's computer, and install Honey.
AMD brings out their best bang for buck mining GPU yet. Oops, wrong channel. Let's try that again. AMD's RX 6600 is a graphics card, alright. It plays games and stuff. But before we continue, Azeroth Z590 PG Velociter motherboard provides plenty of overclocking potential for 10th and 11th gen Intel CPUs, thanks to its 14-phase VRM and 4800 DDR4 support. The Velociter also features killer 2.5 gigabit LAN, Wi-Fi 6E, and PCIe Gen 4,
Slayer.
with an aesthetically pleasing design to offer. EMU's is basically a carbon copy of the Ventus on the Nvidia side. It's a smallish, no frills dual card fan with no RGB. Oh, thank God. I mean, oh, how terrible. I'm also happy the branding isn't splattered all over the place.
Let's be the best
Overall,
little
it's a
player
decent
we
looking
can be.
card. Like its XT big brother, The 6600 also uses an 8-pin PCIe power connector, and this card has 3 DisplayPort 1.4 outputs and a HDMI 2.1. Yep, it's a graphics card alright. You've been asking for me to pair GPUs with lower end CPUs to get a more real world result, and this time I paired it with a 5600X. 3D Mark TimeSpy brings back a graphics score of 8260, which is down from the 9758 the XT managed. Doom Eternal at high settings 1080p bounces around from 130 to 170 frames per second. At 1440p, that drops to 90 to 130 frames per second. And at 4K, it stays above 60 FPS. Sounds impressive? Well, Doom Eternal is one of the few where you can go that high. Let's hit the other end of the scale. Cyberpunk 2077. 1080p high runs at 60 to 90 FPS. 1440p, it's 35 to 50 FPS. And 4K is a meme-worthy 20 FPS and under, which I'd definitely classify as unplayable. If you like bar charts, you're in luck. Here's Horizon Zero Dawn's benchmark results. The average frame rate tanks hard at 4K. It's a similar trend with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So at 1080p, you're looking at a card that is a similar performer to the RX 5700 and a bit behind the RTX 3060. The card itself didn't top 60 degrees C in my test bench, so it didn't run very hot. And that gives you a performance overview. It pairs nicely with a 5600X, and I didn't run into any driver issues. If you're in the market for a graphics card, and who isn't, then you could do a lot worse than pick up one of these at RRP. Oh, did I say RRP? Oh. Welcome to the current GPU market, everyone. Like and subscribe. I'll see you later. Cheers.
Roll it, Albert.
Okay. Is it moving by itself? Can't be.
Have it change things.
Ooh, sorry, Duffy.
Cool. It's a natural. Wow.
They go way too fast.
Way too fast.
There's no beginning and no end.
They're just circles.
I call it the wheel.
Should we burn them? Let's just undermine them.
Make him feel weird.
I don't totally understand it. My friend Nancy wanted to. She's super smart.
She got me into shoes really early.
Oh, yeah, she's way early on shoes.
What if there are 2 wheels?
I don't get caught up in the hype. People get caught up in the hype and it causes all kinds of problems.
This is genius!
So we all agree change is bad.
Progress doesn't work.
Ponzi scheme.
Bad.
Sometimes the future is right in front of you, if you're ready for it.
It's China Joy! Sorry, what is China Joy? Well, apparently it's a big enough event for AMD to announce their latest GPU there, so yep, another graphics card no one can afford thanks to scalpers and miners.
Active camo
Or is it?
inbound.
Yes, it is. But AMD's Radeon RX 6600 XT announcement also gives us an excuse to talk about why pricing for these parts is still so outrageous, and some of the big changes that could finally put an end to the GPU shortage in the coming months. It also gives us an excuse to tell you about our sponsor, Seasonic. Never skip on getting a quality power supply for your current or next computer. Check out Seasonic at the link below to find award-winning power supplies to meet your needs. AMD's new Radeon RX 6600 XT is looking like a pretty standard launch so far. You got 32 compute units, 8 gigs of GDDR6 memory, and 32 megabytes of Infinity cache. Clock speeds are reasonably high, and we already know that RDNA 2 is a ridiculously scalable architecture thanks to earlier looks at their mobile parts. They'll be available starting August 11th from third parties only, No AMD branded card this time around, although AMD says that there is a reference design that will likely make up the bulk of the early shipments. The reference design calls for only a single 8-pin PCI Express power connector with a total board power of 160 watts. That's not too shabby for what AMD is touting as a 1080p monster that beats out the RTX 3060 and pulls over double the GTX 1060's performance. And it's efficient enough to be CEC compliant, unlike certain gaming PCs from our friends at Dell. Make sure you get subscribed, by the way. We have a whole video coming about that debacle. The only problem with this announcement is that if you hated the RTX 3060's MSRP of $329 US, the RX 6600 XT's $379 price tag is going to be even more painful. It is roughly as fast as its price difference suggests, if AMD's benchmarks are to be believed, however, so it could still end up being a great value, at least by today's standards. It's an open secret. GPU prices have been steadily rising over the past few generations. I mean, heck, the GTX 1080 launched at $599, and the 1080 Ti, a GPU that held its status as a top-tier gaming card for over 3 years, cost just $699. Ah, memories. But unfortunately, memories may be all there is left to that kind of pricing, at least for the foreseeable future. And trust me, I hate it too, but that's just the way it is. As for why it's the way it is, there's a litany of reasons, but a few key factors stand out. Starting with, of course, the corporate greed angle that's been thrown around ever since the launch of NVIDIA's RTX 20 series. The thing is, believe it or not, both NVIDIA and AMD, for that matter, love their shareholders much more than they will ever love you or me. But it's also not the only reason. There are some very real logistical problems that are steadily pushing pricing up as companies try to remain profitable. Though to be clear, the companies I'm referring to there are not NVIDIA or AMD, neither of which are struggling to be profitable. In fact, compared to a year ago, both of them reported nearly double the gaming revenue in the most recent quarter, with healthy gross margins of anywhere from 50 to 65%. So the business of designing GPUs, partnering with a chip foundry like TSMC or Samsung, and selling the chips to board partners is as healthy as ever. It's the board partners, folks like EVGA, ASUS, or MSI, who are feeling the squeeze and passing that squeeze along to you. Take memory, for example. DRAM supply has been seriously hampered by the silicon shortage, with contract pricing going up by 5 to 10% in the first quarter of this year, then a staggering 20 to 25% in the second quarter, with a projected 8 to 13% more again coming in the third quarter. That is over a 50% cumulative increase in the price since the end of 2020. And spot prices have been consistently worse, with current prices sitting at easily double the contract price, and TrendForce saying that at the scalp apocalypse's peak, spot prices were up as much as 200% higher than contract pricing, which is wow. So that is why NVIDIA canned the rumored high memory RTX 30 series, eh? At least for now. And this isn't likely to let up. Demand from game consoles and GPUs remains high, and the reality of copper. You know that stuff that good heatsinks to the masses, which is why they only charge a small build fee and they don't cut corners on quality. So click the link in the description to create your dream PC today. While you're down there,
AMD brings out their best bang for buck mining GPU yet. Oops, wrong channel.
When I was a student, I'd write long essays that I'd work on for days, but now I'm writing short.
Hello guys, Crispy here and welcome back to another Sunday video. In this one, my friends, I'm gonna be testing the Radeon RX 6600 in 2022. So over the past few weeks, you guys have been requesting me to test the RX 6600 a lot, so we finally got it here in the channel. This is actually my friend's. Thank you very much, Billet, for lending it to me. And that's probably because this is actually sort of affordable, you know? It costs 380 euros right now at this moment in Portugal. I am looking at the listing right there. It's in stock. Unbelievable. I know. Its MSRP is actually $329 US. Yeah, it's still overpriced, but not too overpriced like other cards are, right? So this one is the MSI Mech edition of the card. Mech, not Mech from Apple. Unfortunately, it doesn't have RGB. And it has a little bit of a backplate right there, at least, but it's actually plastic, so I'm not sure if it does anything other than make the card a little bit hotter, honestly. But hey, maybe it doesn't do anything at all. This has a little bit of a ventilation area right there, so air can blow through the card and up to the cooler and keep that up too. Actually, efficient design, and this assuming only 132 watts of power. I mean, it's actually pretty good. It's really efficient. I didn't really know that it consumes so little power. It needs an 8-pin power connector there. And that's about it for the intro. Let's install the next and see how to play some games, shall we? Everything is now installed and we are in the desktop. AMD Radeon RX 6600 showing up there in MSI. The latest AMD drivers available to it, 22.3.1, Adrenaline of course, and look at those clock speeds on the core clock. That's just insane. Over in TechPower GPU Z, you can check out all of the GPU specs, 1792 shaders, and the 8 GB of GDDR6 right there. Beautiful stuff. Over on the left, we're running it with a Ryzen 9 32 GB of RAM, dual channel CL14 3200 MHz. Let's get into the first game. Call of Duty Warzone. We're playing this one at 1080p resolution using the highest settings aside from these two, which I really like, and ray tracing. Let's go. Damn, look at those clock speeds, guys. That's amazing. 2560 there. Maybe we should play at like 40p. And take a look at the temperatures as well. That's really impressive. Below 50 degrees Celsius so far. I've been playing like the warm-up already and the menu and stuff. Yeah, this is nice. However, where's my weapon? What? Oh, of course, this is Battle Royale. Okay, never mind. I'm used to playing Plunder in this one. God! Oh. Okay, wait, get over here! Where is he? Where'd he go? What? How did he disappear? What the heck is happening? I'm scared now. He could be anywhere. Oh boy. Okay, let's go in that direction then. So FPS are pretty good actually. This is what we got with the 3050 at low settings, although there is not really much scaling between settings in this game. Weapon in the game, please give me some. I heard shots. Yep, there he is. All of them. It's bad, we don't have shields. Now, is this a very high experience? Not really, but it feels way smoother than 60 Hz. By the way, because of the capture cards, but well, I can tell you that 115 FPS feels much better than 60 for sure. So if you have a high refresh rate monitor like 144 Hz, you will definitely feel that difference, and it's pretty damn smooth here. Sometimes there is a little stutter in the frame time graph, by the way. Oh, who's there? Oh boy. Okay. That's so slow. What the hell is that? Should I do something to it? I don't know. Oh, enemy there! Oh, there's the guy! Where? Oh boy, okay. Now this is bad. This is bad. Very good. Alright, this is a decent benchmark. Seeing the map from above. Yeah, not too bad. Getting pretty decent FPS still. It's not gonna vary too much, guys. It's a solid experience overall here. Next up is the Ring of the Elden. 1080p resolution using high settings without motion blur. It's Elden Ring, by the way, not the Ring of the Elden. I don't know why I said that. And okay, this is actually really nice, guys. A locked 60 frames per second here at 1080p high settings. You don't really need to go to the maximum settings preset, by the way, because well, it's just not needed. It looks almost the same at high settings. Is it stuttering less or is it me, guys? I just had an update of 111 megabytes and I haven't seen a single stutter yet. Also, this is a forest area with tons of trees in this game, and it seems to have zero issues playing it. Oh my god, that was a huge bear, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Alright, let's get out of here now. Never mind, it might actually still stutter a bit, but not as bad as before, that's for sure, I think. They might have done something. Block the enemies, that's it. Yes. So, Oh, no. Okay, this should be easier now. Yes. No, 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 I can't die. No, I won't die with these. Oh, man. Okay, all right. You know what? Maybe we should call Roach after we get out of here. Everything, aren't you? Oh, boy. I'm also missing everything, so don't you worry. Gonna die, probably. Yeah. Clock speeds are also pretty low here in Elden Ring, since the GPU isn't really maxed out and the game is locked to 60. Well, it doesn't need to work as hard, and it might actually be consuming
Dynamo
very little
grenades
power at
acquired.
this point.
Power items
this is
inbound.
pretty good. Now we're playing Valorant at 1080p using the high settings with 4 times MSA anti-aliasing. This is a very easy to run game, but I always get asked to include it in these videos, so here we go. You know what? Let's try the Phantom this time around. I always play with the Vandal. Holy crap, that's a huge amount of range. Damn, this is just crazy good, guys. Oh my goodness. What the hell? I gotta test more GPUs in Valorant now that it's not CPU bound anymore. In this card with the 5900X, of course, we have a slower CPU. Well, you might see a little bit of variation there, but this is really nice, guys. There he is.
Ammo reserves depleted.
Here another one. What the hell are you doing? All right. Oh, there's another one there. He just spawned, I think. Wait. There's the Cypher, and there's that one. I think it's the Cypher, right? That's his name. I don't really play this game very often. Oh boy, this is nice. All right, we're doing it. We're back to Valorant, my friends. Oh boy. There we go. Another one. Wait. I need this help. Thank you. No! You boy. Look close on me. Ah, you bastards.
Taking fire. We've lost a teammate. Picked up the ground.
Power items on the way.
Okay, there we go. Next up is Forza.
Impact. Ability. One element unlocks the extraordinary. Even when it's invisible.
Victory!
The Guaranteed MasterCard from Capital One gets you a $300 to $7,000 credit limit and is great for building credit. Plus, your approval is guaranteed. Want to improve your credit and get closer to your financial goals? Apply today and enjoy the possibilities good credit can bring.
The Horizon 5 at 1080p using the Ultra
not to die. Plasma grenades acquired.
Sticky.
No one's getting close to me.
Holster's mine. Frag him.
Active camo inbound. Active camo available. Blasted him good.
Target spotted. Watch my back. They're under us. Grenade out. Enemy's hurt. Taking damage. Targets are over there. In my sights. We've lost a teammate.
Power items incoming.
Frag out.
Halfway to victory.
Over there. Hostiles in sight. sight. Jensen dead.
Active camo inbound.
Tango's closing in. Taking damage. Cover me.
Plasma grenades acquired.
Some damage. One down. Taking fire. Targets are over there.
Five minutes remaining. Nearing victory.
Got the pickup. Enemy's hurt.
Power items incoming. Power items available. the best little slayer we can be.
Grenade out. Got him.
Active camo inbound.
We've lost a teammate.
Let's be the best little
Enemies
slayer
on
we
me.
can be. Active camo available.
Grenade out. Another one down. We've lost a teammate.
Let's be the best little
Enemies
slayer
on
we
me.
can be. Active camo available.
Grenade out. Another one down.
Let's be the best little slayer we can be. Active camo available.
Lost the lead. Gained the
Active camo inbound.
Grab the equipment.
Camo available.
Watch my back.
Active camo available.
Another one down. Taking fire.
gained the
Active camo inbound.
Grab the equipment.
Camo available. Active camo available.
Another one down. Taking fire.
gained the
Above us. Grab the equipment.
S7 sniper inbound. Active camo available.
Taking damage. Above us. Grab the teammate.
S7 sniper inbound.
Taking fire. Taking damage.
way to
S7 sniper inbound.
Taking fire.
Drop wall obtained.
Taking damage.
Active camo available.
Frag out. Taking fire. Enemy Spartans are closing in.
Active camo available.
$300 for that and $2,000 for this, way too expensive. But today I'm gonna show you guys how to get all this stuff for a lot cheaper. Okay, so first, go to one.
Meet the Radeon RX 6600, AMD's brand new mid-range card that should be the most affordable GPU on the market. It is supposed to be a decent 1080p card with an MSRP of $329 without taxes in the US, or around 350 euros with taxes here in the EU, which in theory...
Whoa, RTX with like a weird like ghosty thing. Here's a 6600. Its MSRP is $329.99. Here is a RTX 3060. Its MSRP is $329.99. And nobody has ever bought either of these cards for those prices. Maybe the 6600 on launch day. This Strix version I don't think has ever sold for $329.99. And I don't know if it ever will. I wouldn't expect it to. So, yeah, in reality...
Slay 'em all! No mercy! Plasma grenades acquired.
Enemies over there. Spartan down.
M41 Spanker inbound.
Reloading.
M41 Spanker available.
Gain the lead.
Another one down.
Watch my back.
Watch my back. Taking damage.
killing spree.
Targets are...
M41 Spanker inbound. M41 Spanker available.
Lost the lead.
Plasma grenades obtained.
Enemy Spartans are closing in. Reload.
Tossing an aid.
Gained the lead. Lost the lead. Enemy halfway to victory.
M41 Spanker inbound. M41 Spanker available.
Enemies on me. Cover me. Targets are over there.
Nice.
Gained the lead.
Almost out of ammo, Spartan.
Lost the lead. Five minutes remaining.
Taking cover. Did some damage.
M41 Spanker inbound. M41 Spanker available.
Enemy team nearing victory.
Taking fire. Over there, hostiles in sight. Grab the Grenade out. Grenade was a hit. Down. Over there. Taking damage.
Defeat.
When I was a student, I'd write long essays that I'd work on for days, but now I'm writing.
I made the mistake of having smoked mackerel for lunch, and now my fingers just stink of fish. Hello everybody, and welcome to this absolutely insane gaming PC build guide on a budget. This video is going to walk you through the full process from start to finish on how to create something that not only looks incredible on your desk, but has the gaming performance that you need to play the latest AAA games at 1080p at sky-high frame rates. All without spending an arm and a leg. Oh no, wait, that's the wrong phrase. Let's get started after a quick word from this video's sponsor. NZXT has the ecosystem to build the perfect gaming PC. Build an incredibly clean setup with NZXT's range of cases, starting with a tiny H1 all the way up to the behemoth H710i, all of which look incredible. They're super easy to build in, come with the latest features, and let you fit masses of powerful hardware. Level up your gaming PC today with that link down below. Let's look at all of these parts then, shall we? And let's start being a bit more normal about it. The first thing that we absolutely must talk about is this, the brand new RX 6600. And no, I know what you're thinking, haven't we heard of all of this before? Isn't this already out? But no, this is actually the non-XT version. I do think that the naming structure is perhaps a little bit complicated, but ultimately this is the cheapest, most modern graphics card in the same belt. We'll talk about this properly a little bit later when it's actually time to get this installed, but I actually want to take this opportunity to move on to the case because this is also brand new. This is from BitPhoenix and this is the brand new Prodigy M. And there's a few things that have actually changed with this. I mean, the first thing that's actually pretty obvious is that this is an inverted chassis, so everything is going to be upside down, your windows on the other side. I always loved the look of the original BitPhoenix non-captive screws. This is actually micro ATX, so not just ITX, so you can fit a slightly bigger board in this. You can create something that is actually brilliant value, to be honest with you. Interestingly, the I/O is actually located on the side panel this time, so this is definitely a system that you are going to want to have on your desk. Oh, it's a bit stiff, but you just slide it off and then you can see all of your front panel connections are basically on the side panel. It's not really an approach that I'm a massive fan of, because when you come to upgrade this, it can be a little bit more complicated. I'm not a massive fan of the handles on the front because it doesn't feel, well, it doesn't really give you the full confidence that once you build this up, it's not going to snap. So I'd highly...
Here's the thing. That Speedster Swift 210 right here, that's the 6600 model that I'm actually benchmarking in this video. And notice, that's actually the cheapest one available right now. So that's interesting. Now, if we go ahead and look through this, this list, one thing to note is that 6600 XTs...
All right, let's torture test Radeon Super Resolution. For work, I'm on a super resolution in the Radeon software. Now you will have to download that, and you can